All right. So I'm gonna extract this, which is the character, right? Sash. Okay, looks like there's a. What's up?
Man, y'all better have brought umbrellas.
All right. So one thing we got to do is get the Mixamo tools in there. So let's get this in there. So under here, download. All right, Mixamo files, extract all. Copy these. These go in Documents, Maya 2018 scripts. Paste. All right.
Dan's asking if we can make the pickups have kind of bounce or
All right.
not just be static.
All right. Here's Mr. Robot. Let's open Mr. Robot in Maya. See what's what.
I guess if he does that in
So we're gonna go to File,
yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
File Import. Whenever you import stuff, it's always good to have this third option set. And that just makes sure naming is okay. Where do we have Robot Open Eyes and Robot Closed Eyes? Since we want them to start with their eyes closed. Alright, so she has this, which is closed eyes. Alright, so that's... So what I'm going to do is I need to make sure that this robot is the right height. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to come in here and Project Dragon, Art Repo, Characters, Player Characters. I just did Sidekick, so I'm going to import the Sidekick rig, or reference in the Sidekick rig to see how big he is. And as you notice, he's small. So I'll click on him, scale him up. Actually, one of the things that you can do is if you... He looks like he's all one object. So if you hit Insert on the keyboard, you can hold V and snap this to the center of the grid, or not V, but X. X snaps to the grid, hit Insert again, and now you can scale him from ground zero. We need to make sure his feet are actually on the floor, which they look like they are. Alright, so we're going to scale him up. Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
So all we're going to do is make sure that he's about the same height. Doesn't have to be perfect. There you go, about the same height, no big deal. Thank you. Then we're going to turn off the reference in the reference editor. And then good to go. Now let's check the UVs. Texture's now not working anymore, which is not good. So let's figure that out. Alright, so I'm going to split the view here. I'm going to make this saved layouts UV editor. Okay, that decided to go on that side for some reason. Alright, so there should be two UV sets here. One is the body, one is the eyes. Okay? So I'm going to go to Windows, Rendering Editors, Hypershade. Okay, we're going to set up some of these textures. So we have body and eyes. So let's go ahead. First things first, we're going to do is we're going to move these textures here. Copy those. These are my downloads folder. I'm going to move these to the actual project folder. So let's go down into Project Dragon, and as always, you want to do an update. Make sure you have all the latest stuff. Alright. Now under Project Dragon, trunk, art repo, characters, player characters, we're gonna make a new one, and we're gonna call this, what are these guys called? Baddies.
Yeah.
We're gonna call them baddies, okay? Then I'm gonna make a new folder, and I'm gonna call this textures. And in textures, I'm going to paste the textures. Copy this path, and then click on eyes, and I just need to navigate to that folder. So we'll do eyes closed, then body. Looks like it found itself, but we're just going to triple check. So body color, not sure what that is. Alright, seems to be working. Okay. And then I think what she does for some reason is she's named these as, these are supposed to be eyes. She uses TJs. Damn it.
But we got a song out. We got one out on.
As I thought, eyes open. What the hell?
That's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That's not the thing.
Damn it, she put this on a massive square texture. That's not what I wanted, but that's okay. Alright, so this is going to be eyes open. Alright? We need to make sure that Nathan understands which file's eyes open, which file's eyes closed. Alright, anyways, so just rename that. Alright, so these textures are working. So then what we do is we go to the relationship editor, which is general editors. Our relationship editor's UV linking, UV centric. And what this editor does is it tells us which textures go to which UV sets. Alright? So these are the different UV sets on the left, and these are textures on the right. So right now it's saying that body, so if I switch this to map 1 is clearly the body, right? So when I click on map 1, as you can see, it's using the body file, which is good. When I click on UV set 2, which is UV set, it's using the eyes, but it also has this transparency in there. So let's go to Windows, Rendering Editors, Hypershade, and we're going to, hello, close this, Windows, Rendering Editors, Hypershade, go into eyes. There's this transparency over here. I'm gonna right click on transparency and break it because we don't have any transparency, okay? Relationship editors, UV linking, UV centric. Click on the object. Now we'll test that. Right, so now it just has the one thing. Alright? So this is how we tell it which UVs go with which textures and which materials. So this is all set up properly. Alright, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to save this scene as under baddies. I'm going to make a new folder, and we're going to call that rig. So baddies, I'll make a new folder, call it. This is under the project file, and I'm going to save this as an ASCII, and and we're gonna call this baddie. Because I think we're gonna have multiple baddies. What's up? I'm recording right now. What's up?
Jessica making it in today.
What's that?
Jessica gonna make it in.
I don't know if she's gonna make it in.
Okay.
But we'll see. I'm recording a video for Big Country over here, so he can do this process over and over.
Okay. I got something for you too.
Okay. Good to see you.
Huh? Let's see.
Staying warm?
Appreciate you too.
Of course, of course.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So are you like set?
Anyways, all right. So we're save this as
And how are we gonna build lighting?
baddies. Save.
Are we even having any light sources? Or
Does he have his lights on him? Okay, so one of the things that you can do, if his texture doesn't show up, you can go to rendering viewport,
have you seen how the lights
and you can come over here to reload all textures, and it'll reload it, just so you can make sure that that's working the way it's supposed to be working. All right, save again, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna send this boy
do you want to check it out?
to Mixamo. All right, one of the things we can always do to make sure is edit, delete by type history, modify, freeze transformations, and if you look over here, under the channel box editor, you can see there's some scale attributes because we scaled it up. When you freeze transformations, all that goes away. Okay? So then we're going to export this. So file, export. Well, let's, one more thing. We're going to go to Windows General Editor's Hypergraph Hierarchy, and we're going to make sure that there's nothing in the scene.
Your blue shirt.
Wow! I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I know you.
Is it a schmedium?
Schmedium. 100% schmedium.
Damn, dude. Wow. That's really cool, man.
You got any Dan son? What Dan? Dan, where you at?
He's up in the front. So there's tons of stuff in here that's not the character. That's not good. So we'll select this, delete this, and hit delete. Okay. And then we're gonna come in here and name the character Baddie. All right. And then now he's good to go. So there's nothing in the scene, just him. I'll just do, just to be safe, I'll do export selection, export it to the desktop. Actually, sorry. I'll make a new folder here and call it exports. All right. And this I'm gonna call, whenever you name an export, you always need to name it exactly what it is. So I'm gonna call this Maya to Mixamo. Alright. Save. Alright. So let's fire up Mixamo. He's gonna make more.
Oh, yeah?
Don't worry, for everybody. Alright, so let's Greg, those are real cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Real.
You see hers? Pink dot. Kill.
Those are real. Alright, so let's get
I need
this
you to
guy.
put this on today because we're going to take a picture.
Okay.
All of us.
Alright.
Take the main one.
I just need like 15 minutes here.
Okay, yeah, take your time. I ain't going nowhere yet.
Okay. Okay, so, I exported that as a Maya file because I'm retarded. So that's not what we're going to do. Under exports, actually I thought I exported that, but I guess I didn't. So file, export selection, FBX, and let's come in here. We'll set the settings. So we want smoothing groups on. There's no animation, so we'll turn that off. No cameras, no lights, no audio. That was a new setting added. We want to embed media. All right, exports. So we're gonna call this Baddie. Save. And then we'll come in here, add the character file. And this is actually should be Baddie to Mixamo, like I said. I don't know what happened to the other file. What's up, Dan? How you doing? All good in the hood?
And then, can you give me a list of everybody, sizes, and what they do from programming to 3D so I can set them up? because I want them to say it's pretty cool.
That's pretty. I
With
can't
the
lie.
whole
That's pretty
project.
badass.
But I got some other shirts I'm going
Greg,
to.
you a beast, man.
That's next. Hey, I got character shirts
I,
coming.
I don't think I'll ever take it off.
Hey, I'm doing character shirts too. I ain't done. I'm just let me get my mojo.
You bad, Greg.
No, I'm just trying to do my thing.
It's cool.
And I tie these too, just to let you know. Look, I tie them.
I like it.
Yeah, it ain't a pinup.
All right, so that didn't work. All right, that's a problem. So we got to try a different option. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna export it as an OBJ. So
You
I'm gonna
should try to switch that thing to 2016 like the last time. When you switch things. Yeah.
What do you switch it to?
I think what was it again? Eli.
You
The working mics when we switched to
2013 is the one.
2013.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, Eli.
I forgot. Yeah, it was 2013.
All right.
That's what I remember because 2018 I'm working it again.
Probably haven't updated the exporter.
That's the only way I remember. And it should work. That's the one main thing I remember.
That shirt's damn cool. Wish I knew how to do that crap. Put some gold logos.
It's gonna work.
Huh?
So it's gonna work. I can
How do you
tell.
know it's gonna work, big country?
Watch. If it don't work, I just.
Well, then y'all got me figured out. Hey, Nathan. Did you get those eyes fixed? Okay. Awesome. Good job. Okay, cool. So, come in here. All right. So, we're going to come in here, drop the chin. We'll do the wrists. This is kind of goofy, so I don't know. We'll do the elbows. We'll do the knees. We'll do the groin. Next.
That's bad. You know, I'm doing y'all some custom mouse pads. Bad.
Put them in here.
I just got them in the mail.
Love it.
Amazon.
Love it.
Characters on them clowning. You gonna say, boy, that is just phenomenal. It's a good thing when you got all the machines to do your own stuff.
Yeah.
I got all the machines. I do my own pressing and everything.
Love it.
When you see them packaged and everything, I got a packaging machine. They'll be packaged like they came out the store.
Love it.
Then I'm gonna do a custom shirt with the Dragon Master kicking, like it's a
Are you gonna see
vibe.
the D on his shoes?
Yeah, and it's gonna be like a vibe, like coming off him, radiating, and I'm gonna have everybody sign it. I'm framing it and giving it to the school
Love it.
That's cool.
Love it.
with 2 controllers coming out of it.
Love it. All right. One of the baddies.
Okay, you changed it. You took the eyes out.
No, that's just it's
Oh,
a mess up
Okay.
thing. It'll
The
come
red.
back.
Okay, now the eyes should be glowing.
Yeah. We'll
And I
make
was
them
thinking
glow.
about something, Chris. You know, when you was talking about the super move,
Yes.
the super move, let that sword glow. That'll be bad.
All right. We can
And
do
see,
that.
I was thinking like on their eyes too, that you know how the smoke coming from
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
like they radiating.
Yeah, because they're robots.
That would be bad.
Well, all right, we can do that.
Like red radiation.
That's the guy to do that over there is Nathan. If you want to tell him.
Because they're built with radiation.
Yeah.
You like this
I
story?
love it.
Okay.
Love it. Yeah.
Nathan,
All right. All right. So we're gonna download this guy because he's rigged. Okay. We'll just do original pose. Got that original pose.
Yeah.
Download. I don't want to do a T pose. I like them left in their natural pose. So. All right, I got good news and bad news. I'm gonna save this scene. I'm gonna go to File, New Scene. I'm gonna import Greg gets excited. Under downloads, I have Batty to Mixamo, alright? Because I just downloaded that, right? So let's import what I just downloaded from Mixamo. So here's the problem, alright? The problem is that Mixamo blows away the UVs that we just did, as you can see. Or not. That's interesting. That's new. Okay. Well, whatever. Great. That saves us a step. So I'm going to come over here to Windows, General Editors, Hypergraph Hierarchy. Hypergraph Hierarchy. Windows, Rendering Editors, Hypershade. And I'm going to click on this. I'm going to make sure that this texture, its paths to download right now. I want to make sure that that paths to my game project folder. Okay, which is going to be textures. And what is this? The eyes. So eyes closed. And then this one will be the same thing. This is going to be textures. Hey, Jesse. Color. I'll just check these to make sure there's transparency, so we need to break that. There's no transparency on the other one. Good to go. So now this one, I need to fire up the Mixamo tools. So this guy's good to go. It's rigged. Got bones in him and everything. Actually, before we rig this guy, I know these guys always have mess-ups in their head. As you can see, the head's kind of funky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, go to Show. I'm going to turn off Joints. I'm going to turn off Joints. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select some vertices. So I'm holding Shift and clicking the greater than symbol. Okay? And then all I'm going to do is come in here and just hold Shift and Control at the same time. And it allows me to control, select multiple vertices. So come in here, select these vertices. Make sure all those vertices are selected for the most part. I might be able to go another line. And then what I'm going to do is go to Rigging tab, double click my Paint Skin Weights tool, and let's go find the head. It's going to be the head. And then I'm going to hit Flood. Alright. So I'll bring my joints back. And now when I rotate this, the head stays pretty solid. And I think that's the only really rigging fix that this needs. Everything else is pretty good. Alright, so now let's go ahead and we'll save this scene. Always good to just save like multiple times. I'm going to save this under Rig as Batty. Then I'm going to come open up my Mixamo tool. And we are going to do what? Rig the character. Alright. Now while we're doing stuff, I'm going to jump in here to the project. That's downloads. Downloads. Alright, let's jump over here to Trunk and we'll launch Dragon Master. While that's launching in the background, let's go ahead and take a look at let's go ahead and export this character here. So we're going to export, turn on Joints, export mesh with skeleton. We're going to click export, and I'm going to put this onto the desktop for now. Smoothing groups. We're going to embed media. So let's call this, under baddies, we're going to call this baddie to Unreal. Alright. So then I'm going to save this scene, make a new scene. Now let's import this baddie to Unreal into Maya. And we need to check naming. So select a joint. As you can see, it's got this Mixamo prefix. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to save this scene. For now, I'll just save it to the desktop as a Maya ASCII. I'm going to call this rename. Alright. So I'm going to select a joint, copy the name, Control C. Then I'm going to open up WordPad. Then I'm going to open up that Maya file in WordPad. Okay.
Because the framing is set up to have like a buttress type base for that.
Crap. Dragon, trunk, art repo, characters, player characters, baddies, exports. Where's my baddie to Unreal? It's under rig? Where did I save that? I thought I saved that on the desktop. I did. So file, open, desktop. Oh, I know what I did wrong. You have to come down here and do all documents. Then you open up rename. Then you go to replace. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace anything that says Mixamo rig : with nothing. Replace all. Then it's going to go through here. It's going to replace all this stuff. I'm going to save this, close this, go back into Maya, make a new scene, and then import it. Make sure you always have the third option selected. Rename, import. So now when I go through here and select that, up in the channel box, it doesn't have the prefixes, okay? So now I'm going to export selection. And this one will be our final to Unreal, which is going to go in art repo, characters, baddies, exports. Copy that path, Control C, Control V, goes right to it. Baddie to Unreal. Okay? That's it. Now we go into Unreal. So then we click this little button here. Then we go to Assets, Characters. We see I have our other characters in here. I don't know why Weapons is in there. What's up?
I need his name,
Okay.
position, and size for his t-shirt. Is anyone in here on this?
What? Check the contact sheet. See who comes in, who doesn't. Big Country, you know you're an XXL.
Well, they're different sizes. The material.
You're a large.
I don't know, I'm a 2X.
Okay.
Yeah, with different
I
materials.
myself with a 2X, but I put a 3X just because sometimes the material's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And plus, my mom also likes to shrink crap easily. So
Yeah, I'll do a 3X though.
that's her like.
Yeah, just be sure.
Alright. So, under the characters folder, I'm going to make a new folder. And we're going to call it what? Baddie. Actually, we're going to call this Baddies. Because there's probably going to be multiple baddies, to be honest with you. Baddies. Whatever, doesn't matter. So, import. Trunk. Art repo. Characters. Player characters. Baddies. Exports. Baddie to Unreal. Alright, so we're going to go over here, use TOA's ref pose, import meshes in bone hierarchy, turn that off. Okay, imports. Now we have Mr. Batty here. Good to go. Looking solid, man. Alright, so now let's put his textures on. Alright, so each one of these characters Jesse does with additional textures. So we have eyes open, metal, and roughness. Okay, so we're going to drag these in here. As you can see right now, we only have eyes closed and robot 0001 color. Okay, so now we're going to double click on the body. Actually, let's close that. Actually, we're going to drag this tab up here. Then we're going to grab roughness, metalness, and we're going to drag those into body. And then we're going to put these over here. So it looks like roughness is the lighter one. So we're going to connect this to roughness. And then this is metal, I guess. Yep, metalness. Okay. Then we're going to hit save. Close that. Now we double click this. And this guy should be metallic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, he is. Yeah, you can thank Jesse for that. He's got his bling. He should, yeah. Really, really cool. Jesse. See? Really, really cool. This guy's rigged and everything. So this guy has a sash? Okay. Okay, awesome. That's what we need. Works perfect. Everything's working perfect. Good job, Jesse. Eyes? Okay. Cool. Alright, so right now I'm just going to save all. Alright, so this guy's good to go. Now we need to get some animations on him, okay? Since these guys are going to have completely custom movement, I don't even know what they're going to do. I don't even know if they're going to climb or anything. For right now, what we can do is we need to look at the list of baddies here. I don't even know what this guy's supposed to do. Let's just do this. This is the easy thing for now. So we're just going to go, I'm going to open up the mannequin. Actually, let's look at what this guy's supposed to do. Stop tripping here. Alright, so Dragon Master GDD. Baddies, here we go. White, he is just punch and kick. So, if he's punch and kick, then he's very similar to Sidekick. I can't think if Sidekick has any. So Sidekick, I haven't done all of Sidekick's animations yet, but he has an idol. I'm just gonna do this since he already has his combos and everything set up, because we want these guys to have combos too, I guess. And Sidekick's got all these climbing animations. Alright, so I'm going to come in here, and what I'm going to do is we need to set up the baddie to have animations ported over to. Okay, so I'm going to go into Skeleton, and I'm going to click Retarget Manager. I'm going to add a new mesh, click on baddies. Then what we need to do is add some mapping. And what this is going to do is it's going to, I'm going to add mapping here, or select a rig, humanoid rig. And then I'm just going to save this. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show you what we did with Sidekick. Because I ported the animation over from Green Ninja to Sidekick. So when I open up Sidekick and I click on Skeleton, Retarget Manager, as you can see in here, I've already set up a humanoid rig for Sidekick, and I filled in all the bones. These are all the rig bones that Unreal has set up, and then over on the right-hand side are all the ones that Sidekick has set up. So you have to attach which ones to which ones. Make sense?
Yeah.
Then if I do the same thing for the baddie, I can transfer all the animations over to baddie completely perfectly, right? All right, so, oh, one thing that we forgot. We need this guy to have a root. Okay, so let's come down in here, hold X, type root, parent, all right. Then we're going to select this, select the mesh, select the root, and then go to, change this tab to rigging, go to skin, edit influences, add influence, make sure to always lock weights, and hit apply. Now the root bone is added into the skin. Okay, now we're going to go export selection, and we're going to call this baddie to Unreal. Go back into Unreal. I'm going to close the skeleton window here. Go back into Unreal, go to baddies, right click baddie to Unreal, re-import. Since the skeleton's change is going to have a problem, just hit yes to all. Yes. And it will reload now Mr. Baddie with the root. See it?
Yeah.
Alright. So now we have a root, so we can come in here and start setting these up. So root, pelvis is going to be hips. Spine 1 will be spine. Spine 1. Spine 2. Alright. Clavicle L is going to be left shoulder. Upper arm L will be L arm. Lower arm will be forearm. Hand will be hand. Okay? Pretty simple, right? Clavicle R is right shoulder. Right arm. Right forearm. Right hand. Neck and head is, guess what? Neck and head already populated. Thigh is L, so left up leg, left leg, left foot, and we don't worry about the toes. Then we do the other legs, so that's going to be right up leg, right foot, and, oh, I'm sorry. That's actually supposed to be foot. This one's supposed to be leg. Right? So that's enough for the main characters. So we go to Show Advanced. Actually, I'm going to save this. So let's go to Show Advanced. These are the fingers. Alright, so we go, so these are index. These are real easy. And these are left index. So let's find left index. So left index 1, left index 2, left index 3. And these are middles. So left middle 1, left middle 2, and left middle 3. These are pinkies. So left pinky 1, left pinky 2, and left pinky 3. These are rings. So ring 1, ring 2, ring 3. And these are thumbs. So thumb 1, thumb 2, and thumb 3. So I need to do the right hand, okay? That was all the left hand. Alright, so, oh, there's no twists. So make sure you're, it's really important that you make sure you get these on the right thing. Otherwise, when you port the animations over, it'll be all janky. It'll be all janky, okay? So, index 1, index 2, index 3, middle 1, middle 2, damn it, I did left hand. Sorry. Index 2, right hand index 3, left hand middle 1, right hand middle 2, right hand middle 3. Alright, this is pinky. right hand. Pinky 1. Pinky 2.
You did middle.
Of course I did. Pinky 3. Pinky. Where's
All the way down up there.
Pinky 2? Pinky 1, Pinky 2. See how this is? If you
Yeah.
don't like really pay attention. All right. So what am I on? Ring now.
Yeah.
Ring 1. Ring 2. Ring 3. And then finally thumb 1, thumb 2, and thumb what? 3. So then now, all this other stuff is whatever, but what we do is custom 1 is going to be the left toe, and custom 2 is going to be the right toe. Okay? Save, close. So now, check this out. Now we just go to Sidekick, open up the animation blueprint, right click, retarget anim blueprints, duplicate blueprint, retarget. And before we would have to uncheck this in order to show compatible skeletons, but now since the compatible skeleton is, and that's weird, that should actually show up here. Something is off. What is off? What did I mess up on? If he doesn't show up in that picture, there's a problem. Root, hips, spine, spine, spine. Left shoulder, left arm, left forearm, left hand. Right shoulder, right arm, right forearm, right hand. Neck, head. Left upper leg, left foot, left upper leg, left foot. Okay, what's the problem? Left hand index 1, 2, 3. Middle 1, 2, 3. Pinky 1, 2, 3. Left hand ring 1, 2, 3. Left hand thumb 1, 2, 3. Okay. None there. Right hand index 1, 2, 3. Main. Middle 1, 2, 3. Pinky 1, 2, 3. Ring 1, 2, 3. Thumb. That's the problem. See, man, I'm telling you, if you don't like stay on this stuff, like it can really, really get you. Thumb 3. All right, there we go. Save. Close this. The good news is when you try and port the character over, if it's not perfect, it'll tell you. That's awesome. I'm just learning that. So I'm just learning this process as well. Retarget. So I'm retargeting Sidekick. All right. Then I click on the baddie. Still not showing, which is really weird. So let's take another look again. I'm missing something, man. I don't know what I'm missing. Custom 1 is left toe base. Custom 2. So let's go ahead and load up Sidekick. Let's take a look at his. What did I do wrong here?
I think it's because it spawns in the air and you're close enough to grab it.
Custom 1 is left toe base.
It falls on the ground and there's some sort of weird, like, related where
It's under.
big enough to touch the
Yeah, it's under the window.
What did I miss here? This is all left hand. This is all right hand. Left toe base, right toe base. What's the problem, big country? What is the problem? Alright, there are instructions on how to do this.
Well, ready is what I was gonna go for.
Here are the instructions. Now there's another thing.
Because it's a teleport thing, and I keep asking how to turn it off, and it said it's in the blueprint.
Yeah, no, if you get a certain distance away from all your other players, they can go to it's to make sure that the camera stays intact and that there's no change. It's to keep it from being in a snow screen.
Is this your final camera that you'll do?
We have to keep it 400 units up above the
Come on, man.
minutes away from the back line. Yeah. It's just a standard, or not like a standard, but it's a good positioning for when they're pulling in
Setting up retargeting. Also be animation scaled. You want translation to be in and retarget should also be. It's got other ones. This means the fast forward will be recursively set translation retargeting skeleton. I have no idea what that means. So all bones are set to skeleton.
I was doing the same thing, and then basically they had to. Oh, you don't want to know what I said. Basically, I'm gonna say save, rip out the file, put it on your desktop, delete the entire thing over. Oh, wait, the lizard thing. What's that?
I got a gap here.
They go.
Scale it out.
Yeah, that's another thing. Check it, save, and commit. Because you might actually.
Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna close this. So let's go to File, Save All. Let's try retarget again. Maybe I'm nuts.
20 letters wrong.
Retarget. And it really should be showing up over here. Let's try it anyway. Retarget. So it's retargeted all the assets for the baddie. So let's go ahead and look at idle. Take a look and see if there's anything funky.
No, wall climbing you have to interact. Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it doesn't look like there's anything funky at all.
Perfect good.
This is wall climbing. Let me show you what wall climbing is.
No, I know the use is like kind of slidable.
See? That's the difference between this. This is literally.
It's like something not telling it. There should be like a trust status on it.
I know there's something missed because if there was something missed, but we can just. I know there's something missed, man. But anyways, so we're gonna rename this. Rename from Sidekick and MVP to Baddie and MVP. And then what we do is under Baddies, we're gonna make a new folder called Animation. And we are going to then go to Contents. We'll select all this content. And then we'll move this content under Baddie's animation. Move. Alright, so Baddie's, he's there, got his animations, and file, save all. Close this. Now let's go ahead and put some, let's go ahead and file new, file imp, file open scene, and we're going to open up the rig file, which is going to, actually, we're going to reference, file create reference, we're going to reference in the rig file, which is Baddie,
You might need to adjust your scaling just a step or
All right, so we referenced in the rig file, and we made a mistake because it says baddie colon.
just to get it into place.
So we have to make a new scene. So we're gonna
Shrinking the
reference baddie, and we always use the third option. Remember, reference. So now when we select that, there's no prefix. I'm gonna save this as our animation ready file, which our animators animate with. Make a new folder, call it animation,
the windows and the frame setup.
and in here we're gonna call this animation ready. We're gonna hit save. All right. Now
See, yeah, that one goes
we're gonna go to Project Dragon Art Repo, characters, player characters, baddies, and we have all this stuff here. That is not what we want. We're gonna add all this. Tortoise. Actually, I'm gonna go add the baddies folder to SVN. I'm also going to go to trunk, content, assets, characters. So those are the Maya files. These are the Unreal files, which is going to be under. We didn't do anything to this guy's skeleton, so revert. But we did add all this baddie stuff. Okay, these are all the animations and everything. All right. Tortoise SVN add. Okay. So now we come back to Project Dragon, and we have stuff in content and stuff in art repo. So we're gonna go Tortoise SVN, SVN commit.
Oh, no.
We'll double check this. So we've got everything, all the Maya files and everything. All right. And then, which is going to be under art repo, and then we have all the content files under there, and these are a bunch of extra things that I haven't added yet to the tree, so those are fine, those are unchecked. So then I come in here, Kura,
So like there's
added baddie, and I'm going to hit OK. It's going to ask me for my username and password, which is push all that to SVN. And that's it, man. That's the entire process. All right, now, Big Country, it is your job, sir, to do that process for this guy, this girl, and this guy. So you have 3 characters to work on right now.
So, not back, all just
Start with Tiger Claw.
Claws, and then,
So these 3: Tiger Claw, Marley Cat, Green Guy.
okay.
That's what you need to do. Now, there was one thing that I didn't cover, which was the sash for the baddie. And then Marla Cat has a ponytail, and then, but we're not going to worry about that right now. You just worry about doing exactly what I just did for all those characters, and worry about all that other stuff in the future. What's up, Eli?
You want to see something cool?
I want to see something cool.
Look right there.
What am I looking at?
A black screen now. Chaz, go back.
Play it, Chaz. Oh, yeah.
It's not perfect, but it's fun.
Dude,
It's a start.
good job,
You should be
Chaz.
celebrating him, not me.
I'm celebrating in general.
You're on to the Chaz.
All right, the Big Country.
Okay, so
October the 9th.
I'm
is
going
Chaz
to
Day.
up